an interesting goddamn...
Hey. Lemons along with the mandarins, am I right? The name of the Chinese language.
All right, we're good. We're good.
Step, I'm going to marry your mother, and then I'm going to ground you. I'm going to have sex with your mother, I'm going to marry her, and I'm going to ground you.
Oh my.
Fantastic. All right, so let's go.
I mean, if you're fine cheating on Jessie like that.
Right, no, she'd be part of it too.
All right, fantastic.
We're gonna have a three-way with your mother.
I'm concerned.
I'm concerned too.
Step,
whose
protect
laugh was
your
that?
mom.
Okay, that's Riley. Okay, I'm just gonna preemptively mute Mexican. There we go.
Riley Miller.
I don't care if it was him or not. It's just,
Instepious.
It wasn't even fucking me, goddammit. Jesus Christ.
fuck you, Mix.
Fuck you.
Fuck you more.
Fuck you even more.
Fuck your mother.
Oh shit, you're
There
right.
we go. I literally put "fuck wootmaster" in the fucking title. There we go on the Twitter.
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
I just
are we
felt-
gonna talk about Master?
I mean, we might towards the end here.
Okay.
I just
Oh,
wanna
that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Okay. I thought you. Whew. All right.
You gonna post
You know,
it in
this might be the kind of
Skype?
shit Wootmaster is into. He likes drawings of, like, little kids having sex,
Yeah,
right?
Okay,
Yes.
you know what? I would defend him, but he was so insufferable. He can eat a fat dick.
Guys, these two people in the Discord server
I'm
means that
actually,
everyone in that
I'm
Discord
actually
server is
not
white
gonna
asses.
post this to fucking goddamn the Rift for a change. So, anyways, this is your baby, so to speak, Patchwork Heart. I guess should we just play the video and we can pause periodically to respond?
Yeah, sure, that works.
Okay. So, oh yeah, let me screen share. Okay, so I believe I have all images that don't need to be open closed.
It's not showing up on your channel. I've refreshed like 9 times, so I think we're on Fanon.
Okay, so I'm literally looking at the live dashboard. No, it's
Okay.
it's
You're
on
on
the main.
for no good reason.
Yeah, I posted it. Yeah, I guarantee we're live. Hi DCP, hi
alright.
Kayla Simmons, hi Amy Mizzano. So yeah, let's take it away here, ladies and gentlemen. And wait, is this an hour-long video?
The one that I sent you of last night's confrontation? Yes.
Okay, good. Because I remember looking at it a minute ago and it was 15 minutes. I guess that explains why it's a gig now. All right, and go.
Oh, well.
Coffee has joined us.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
So we got
Yes,
a lot of
sure.
different people here, and Zognoid is gone.
Hey, Sly.
Alright,
Hello,
so,
Logan.
hey,
Oh,
what's
I-
up? I'm joining as Pepsi Man because I don't feel like sharing my other
Oh, good,
information.
Good. What's your funny, Logan?
So it's a funny message, that someone told me to tell you. It says,
So yeah, I just wanted to mention before for anyone who decides to come along for this stream here, Patchwork Heart, you had a video about this earlier over on your channel, correct?
Yep, I released it yesterday at, I think, around noon.
Okay.
If you want, we can go through that one first.
All right, sure. That might actually set that up. If you could come up with maybe some more prudent timestamps on the hour-long bad boy, because that would be a long, stiff ride. Maybe like.
Yeah, I could probably, I'm gonna reach out to the guy who I had record it and ask him what the,
All right, Patch's previous video on the topic. All right,
Wait a minute, are we,
What's this? Oh.
are we on stream right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we're live. We're live. We're live, Pepsi.
Yes.
Did we
Okay.
introduce everyone already?
Hi,
Because that was
what's
me.
up? Me and Patch, know each other.
Okay. So
I don't
here.
think I know you, though. I'll share my information with you after. But for right now, refer to me as Pepsi Man.
Okay, sure.
Pepsi is one of the people who has been incredibly helpful in taking care of the Sly Fox situation. I don't know
Okay.
how I would have handled this without his help.
All right. So as Step pointed out here, we didn't do an intro. So this is FNGR, joined by Patchwork Heart,
Sup?
Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man!
I'm sure. Instepious. Riley Miller. Yeah, if they're not going to answer, I'm just going to roll over you.
Hello.
Yeah, Riley Miller, Rouge,
Hello.
and Migs.
That's right.
I swear to God, Migs. Anyways, so yeah, we'll get back to your first video, which I had some reserves because I didn't quite catch a confession out of him about the most important thing. So I guess we'll get to that.
That's
right,
yeah,
everybody.
but we got it. in the other footage.
Well, is there any chance of like getting a timestamp so we can? Yeah, it's just another piece of advice I got that when I ended up covering people like Performance Major. If you could get the
Well, that's the raw footage. I haven't edited it yet, so I wouldn't know the timestamps.
could you like a whereabouts perhaps in the
About halfway through is where shit like that's actually important starts happening.
Okay, well we'll tell you what we'll pop back to that. And who's got the music on in the background and wants to be thrown the fuck out of the car?
Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me turn that off real quick.
Yeah, thank you, Pepsi man.
I apologize for that. I was playing Fallout 76 and forgot to have the volume up.
I'm gonna start to feel like a Coke in a minute here. But anyways,
Motherfucker! How
Yes,
dare you?
sir.
How dare you drink my competitor?
yes, sir.
Coke is the superior soda.
Leo comes in on the footage I gave you about 40 minutes in. So that's where the important shit starts.
Okay, fantastic. The bad lieutenant.
Put it in like 39 just in case, for good measure.
There we go.
Will find you. I will drag you by your hair to the police station, and I will leave you on the front door like a fucking Christmas present, tied in zip ties and duct tape.
Hashtag you
Just
tough
so
guy.
you're aware. Enough. Just so you're aware. I'm fully cognizant that people are probably recording this, and I'm in a single-party consent state. Meaning, if I was recording this, it wouldn't be a problem. But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. In every other state, you need 2 parties of consent, which I happily give to anybody here.
Yeah, that's usually how this shit works. If you've got more than just 2 people in the call, chances are you're fucked. So just accept at that point.
As do I.
Which means, if all the other stuff Patch had is thrown out, this one's still viable.
Still
I don't
legal.
And I want to be very clear. I don't care about the entirety or the concern of the Has-Been Hotel fandom. I'm not a fan. I don't care about the Has-Been Hotel. I come all the way from the freaking... Because I care about children being preyed on.
Yes? What was that step? Did you have something topical to add? No? Okay.
I was just going to make a Bible thumper joke. Go on.
Okay, that's fantastic.
On by clowns. That's why I'm here. I'm a Thundercat fan. I couldn't care less about Has-Been Hotel. What I do care about is clowns like you, Sly, running around and preying on other children and thinking it's okay.
Hey.
I kind of wish he wasn't a predator because it would be cool to have an archenemy named Sly.
Why?
I mean, kinda.
I mean,
Sliper, no sliping.
yeah, like it's one of the villains from fucking Thundercats, sub boss.
Sly
Went to the
Cooper.
same place.
I just he's not a
Stop.
So true.
Not appropriate. Not appropriate.
Shit, fucking hell.
guys, come on.
Monsters is right.
Not appropriate.
Can I say
Right.
something, Kermit?
Go for it.
Basically, Sly, for what you have done, nobody in the server or even the crew wants to hear from
Is
you.
that Raven?
You have lied to lied to people.
Okay.
You have lied to everyone. You have lied to me and some of your possibly ex-friends. And you have lied to everyone, and you've done all this shit, and you need to take.
This one
fucking
is one of the victims right here talking. This is
Okay.
Nyx.
I thought we were keeping the victims' names out, or are we putting them in? I'm a bit confused.
Well, I gave you the raw footage. Like, I wasn't expecting you to pull this up on stream.
I asked if you wanted me to put. Should I
But-
stop?
I want to make this clear.
What the hell is
Nyx
going
has
on?
Nyx has made it clear to me that she's fine with her name being out
Is there
because
anybody
her-
like? Let's put it this way. There's a bunch of names on screen, and it's pretty blurry, and I'm pretty sure that. God damn, that's a huge call. But yeah, that is a monstrously fucking huge call. Just because someone was in there, is there anybody who is in this call who doesn't want to be on stream?
Yeah, me.
No, the in the recording, the fucking stream we're looking at within the stream.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, everybody's good? Alright, fantastic. I don't want to act like I pressured you and feel like, I need something to go with today, Patch. No. Alright, play.
Responsibility. You are an adult. Take responsibility. I'm 15 and I want to do this shit.
What? I would also like it to be known. Sorry, really quick. I'd like it to be known that Ashley, when 100% has access to these videos, to both of them, and has spread them to the staff and crew. They are fully aware of who you are under everything, under every username, under your YouTube, under your Twitter, under your Discords. They know who you are. All of them.
Does he have a Twitter or a Discord?
He had a Twitter, but it has been suspended. There is someone impersonating him on Twitter as well.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know what it is about people making impersonation accounts of pedophiles. It happened with Toon Critic, and it's happening with this.
I mean, there's a mock YouTube support thing on Twitter, which is actually far more useful than the.
It's a parody account.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, Pat.
No, it's fine. I just thought I'd let Leo know that I've passed on the raw and the edited versions of the recording of the initial call where Sly admits
What I'm
to
saying
everything.
here is, alluding to the stream we're doing right now, where, like, I told you I wanted to talk about this. I should actually message Leo and see, and let him know that this is happening, because what you're about to listen to is me inviting him onto a stream to talk about this with you.
Okay.
I would actually very much like to talk to Leo without him being all angry and
Is there actually are you in a room that's about Internet Explorer here? Because that's what I'm looking at in this little tiny image over here. Anyways.
Not Internet Explorer, it's Firefox.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
I was gonna say, who uses Internet Explorer?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't gonna point it out so bluntly, but sure.
Who has expressed to me that if my videos get taken down, there's gonna be a
Was that a Godzilla ringtone?
What was that?
That's Leo's
no,
fucking ringtone.
bad idea
Copyright strike.
podcast.
I want to replay that one more time. That was too good.
I don't know
Sly
where the
admits
fuck that came from.
everything to Anthony, who has expressed to me that if my videos get taken down, there's gonna be a
That totally. Yeah. This is. Patchwork
God
Heart is. Yeah,
damn it, Logan! Why the fuck?
Yeah, Patchwork Heart is on like fucking god tier rant mode, completely serious, and here comes this Godzilla just to fucking ruin the entire mood.
bad
God
idea
damn it!
podcast
I'm gonna yell at
very
Logan
quickly,
so
and I'd
fucking
like
hard.
to formally invite you to it.
Wait, I
so
thought that
that
was fucking Leo's
Well, absolutely. As
ringtone.
long as it doesn't happen while I'm in the middle of sleeping, I'd be happy to join.
Wonderful. So
Now, I'm still willing to talk to this guy, I guess, maybe with less people.
Sly, this is the last time I will say this in this call. If you try to take down the videos I put up, I will destroy everything you love.
Okay, so from what I'm seeing here so far is that basically we're just showing a Discord here and there's a bunch of people in the chat. I don't think there's anything here to take down, as far as I can tell. Yeah?
Oh no. He has some servers of his own where, you know, he's distributing erotic material to minors. There's
But we're not showing any of that, right?
No, not in this call, no.
Okay.
But we have links to multiple servers that he is running where there are children and the staff is enabling him to be around those children. He has his own Discord server where he is distributing porn to minors. There's a lot going on here, and
Okay, yeah,
I want to burn it all to the ground.
Yeah, just for, you know, FYI, just from my own experiences, I was a bit more fucking sheepish about these recordings in the beginning. It's not the Performance Major didn't try and take his down, it's not the Dusky Novel didn't try and take his down, but those backup calls rarely go down unless, like, there's some kind of personal information. You don't mention his first or last name or something that could get flagged in this, or?
No.
Okay.
I have his personal information. This guy was stupid enough to post a photo of his driver's license on Instagram.
Oh my fucking
Like Grizzly
God.
again, literally. Or
Just like Grizzly. It's amazing.
Why? Why?
I don't know why.
I would have been
but
my first, like, at least at the end, I'm like, hey, before you go, why did you keep It's why? Okay, continuing.
And I will watch you and laugh as you weep and see your life crumble around you. You're not gonna win this. This isn't my first rodeo, and it won't be my last. I take a sick amount of pleasure in destroying the life.
You know, you shouldn't cop to that, Patch, or you should have at least edited that out before you came on. Look, I can't lie.
Admit,
Yeah,
I
can't. Yeah, I can't lie because literally when me, Vita, and fucking Bernie Inspector are calling up Grizzly, we're cackling like a bunch of faggots. Like, you know, I mean, but usually try not to be so blunt about it. Go ahead. Yeah, you were saying?
No, it's It's fine. Y'all can mock me for being a fucking edgelord all you want. I don't care. He was actually afraid of me, and that's all that matters to me. The fact that this pussy was afraid of me while I was saying that.
Okay. What were you saying, Migs?
Fucking Patch, he's gonna go round up a few outlaws, gonna go lasso a few of them. You know how it is, dude. Rodeo time.
Continuing on.
Of predators like you. It is a high to me, better than any drug.
I don't know anything about that.
He did mention before that he was going to try and flag the video.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'd like to see you try.
Yeah.
So tell you what, anybody who's watching this stream, you can repurpose. Just try and credit me, whole or in part. You can clip the shit out of this stream just in case, since this guy might try and take this shit down.
Here's the thing, Sly. You ask, well, why am I even here? That was you, yes?
Yes.
Why in the world would I need to be part of your silly little fandom to address you? Do I need to show a badge? Do I need to show that I'm a true fan to address a degenerate? Is that how we work now?
Okay, now this, like, don't get me wrong. I love watching Leo Convoy work. Do. Absolutely. And I could put that on, and I'm sure my audience will absolutely love it too, because my fans seem to like Leo. Except that Hass Stewart guy, who, we'll get to someday. Quick question, though. I feel like is there a confession we bumped over?
We might have, but there are other confessions further down, like him admitting to lying about seeing a therapist, admitting to lying to the staff to get back into the server. There are further admissions further on, but we might have skipped over him admitting to. I'm gonna ask Logan if he actually recorded it in there, but there should be some, maybe 5-10 minutes back from 40, probably, of him admitting to making a 15-year-old a moderator and giving her access to pornography.
Okay, there, I put that in the chat if anybody wants to go some skin.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Yeah, Anthony, I'm gonna need you to look in, your super chat for me.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm glad somebody told me. Migs gave me $1. Do you want me to say anything?
It's the least I can do. I only have $1 right now.
No, it's fine, Migs. But since you're here, what do you want me to say?
Fuzzy pickles.
Fuzzy pickles, fantastic. You know what? Next time you screw up, I'll have to just be polite about it, I guess. All right. Continue.
Oh, hey, Monstrous is in the chat. Hi, Monstrous.
Hello, Monstrous.
She's the one that brought me in on this operation. She and Danny.
It's always good to know who let you get your foot in the door.
Or do I just walk across
Thanks
the
again
street
for
and
all the
slap
help with
sound
this.
at
You're a team player.
Team player. Interesting.
I'm sorry, that was really good. I'm so sorry.
In the real world, it's the latter. I just walk across the street and I slap the sound out of your name.
Oof.
We've dealt with people a lot worse than you in the past year.
I'm gonna
people
say
who have
something
done
right now, and I deserve to speak. Sly, I had lots of respect for you.
There's a lot of
Now I
dumbass
feel
people
as
that
though
were in
I
this
saw
call
what
jumping in. I love all of you, but y'all were acting like dumbasses jumping into the call and trying to moralize about I trusted you. Like, dude, he tried to fuck a kid.
No, I get that too. But look at it this way, Patch. If you're gonna insist to do this on Discord, you've got a mute option, and if you're the one.
I wasn't an admin. I couldn't mute anybody.
Yeah, you can.
And again.
Yeah, no. Like,
yeah, you can.
You can absolutely mute other people. And
There's a local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will repeat again, this wasn't recorded by me.
Okay, so whoever Pepsi, if this is your recording in the future, when people come in, and okay.
It's not Pepsi.
To anyone listening to the stream, if you're running your own gay op and you're recording a pedophile and somebody's being all blabby, mute the people who aren't important. Continuing on.
After what I saw, I was so horrified and disgusted.
Can I also say something?
You deserve to have no roles. You deserve to be friggin' kicked from this goddamn
he
server.
deserves to be in
You
prison.
don't deserve to...
Guys, this is
Reason.
unproductive. This is unproductive conversation right now. We can say all these things later. Right now, it's Leo and Pat.
True.
This is what we do. We don't do this for money. We don't do this for an organization. We're not cops or private detectives. We do this because it's the right thing to do. Or
Neighborhood watch,
hesitate
baby.
to take down somebody like you. Never. In the minute I was brought in by one of my most passionate fans, someone who, the person who brought me into this is the single most amazing fan of my content that I have ever had the pleasure of being friends with. She's a kid. She is about the same age as Candy was when you were preying on her. And when
Are we good to be talking about this, fan? Yeah?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, just making sure, because you can hit the arrow and skip 5 seconds ahead, and I could, okay, continue.
she told me that in her community, in a fandom that she loved more than anything in the world, there was a monster prowling around, deceiving people, and behaving sexually towards children just as young as she was. I frothed at the mouth with rage.
How receptive have the admins in the server been?
3 of the 5 servers I've gone in to report this to have cooperated, believe the evidence that I've passed to them, and have banned him. But there are 2 out there right now that are still defending him. If you want their information, I can try and get that
I mean,
for
again,
you.
before we start addressing them, I'd rather have all our ducks in a row, but I'll definitely... like, again, before we start jumping on them, I just want to know what they know, and I want to make sure that
They know everything we know.
Okay.
Every single person...
Like, I got that too, but just the stuff that you gave me from the day before, which you said was unrelated. There's a lot, so maybe more condensed to the most absolute serious stuff when people are... Make it more easy for them, I guess, if they're having their doubts, instead of just,
Yeah, no, I passed them only the more important stuff, like the screenshots of him copying to drawing Dora porn, for one.
Okay.
Like, here, I'll post this in the chat of him copying to it.
Alright, let me take a looky-loo. Is that in the chat right now?
Right now. 2 screenshots of him trying to talk about it.
Alright, I will Giazzo this. So
Cringy role player!
Crying in
It's
real
your
life.
screen.
There's been... Wait, what's going on?
Your screen sharing in the chat. Did you turn it off for the stream?
No, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I can...
Oh, Patch, guess he's been banned from one of the other servers, and now he's only in one.
Alright, which one?
I don't know, I'm just looking in the live chat.
Cool. So a fourth server has blocked him. Good!
Okay, well...
That's good to hear.
Okay, let's take a look here. Crying in real life, there's been rumors that I'm a pedo and prey on kids. It's not true. It's not true at all. I thought you only use that on Twitter, but anyways. I did have a rough past on the internet, and I'm trying to live it down. But people don't give me a chance to explain myself, and I have lost 10 people because... I've lost 10 friends today because of it. Alright, let's take a look at the other one. If you mean all those pop-up chats, those are things from fucking people who've posted various other rooms. But anyways. Everyone, I've been forced to confess about my past so that Tony can give me back our accounts. The rumor you heard of me making Dora porn were true. In past, I made images and used roleplay accounts. I never had any intention of going after real kids or anything, and yes, the images are real. What images is he specifically talking about?
He's talking about, and I can probably get these from Tony for you, pictures of a naked 8-year-old Dora having sex with Boots.
Okay.
So it's a child having sex with a monkey.
Alright. And my past came back to haunt me. Everything is true. I am not a real pedo. Everyone included at Scorpid, should know that. But yes, I made threats, the images and the accounts, everything. I am sorry. If I hurt any of you, I'm sorry about what will happen. This is 100% my fault. What does he mean by threats? What exactly did he do?
He threatened to kill himself in order to blackmail people to not talk about the Dora porn. He threatened violence against, I think, Monstrous at one point, as well as administrators
and
for
me.
multiple servers. What's that, Pepsi?
He also threatened violence towards me and to off himself towards me.
Yeah, he made suicide threats as blackmail towards multiple admins, made threats of violence against admins, and against even just regular server members who were trying to ask him questions about what he'd done.
Okay. Just from my own personal experience, and this is just my, well, I guess my hot take here. If you're an admin or otherwise, and if someone starts threatening to kill themselves, you're not obligated to put up with or handle that shit at all. You can throw them the fuck out as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I told.
Oh, and that's what we did.
Yeah,
I told Pepsi that too.
Yeah, if you're really close friends with somebody and they're having a breakdown and you want to go in and do that mile, you're not like obligated to. But you know, if you got a friend who's been there, who's been your boy or your girl or whatever the hell, you know, by all means. But there's some asshole on the internet, not so much. Not so much.
Crying in real life.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no. He's a cringy role player, too. And here is a screenshot of a text message conversation saying he doesn't believe that anything will happen. Go for it.
Alright, let me get out of this bitch.
Get this up?
I'll pull this up.
Alright. Alright, who wants to do
I'll do it.
Who wants to do fucking,
No, we're not gonna. I'm not role playing with you, Migs. You're 15.
I'm 16. God damn it! All right.
I'm not role playing with the 16-year-old edge.
Oh, hey, you're the perfect age for Sly to roleplay with.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
Let's get through this today. Do you realize that they're trying to get you arrested? Yes. However, it's going to backfire on them. How will it backfire? Because it's all internet. You can get arrested for doing things on the internet. Nope, he won't. Now, temper your.
Hello, Leo.
Hello, Leo.
Good evening.
Good evening. We're going through Patchwork Art's video right now.
It's the one starring you, Leo.
Yes.
Wait, I have a starring role? Where is Quentin Tarantino? Yeah. I need him on this.
Of course you have a starring role.
Yeah, remember when you were yelling at children?
Yeah,
and Sly?
especially
He was debatably a mental child?
Wait, which time?
Yes,
we're about, I think, 50 minutes into the call footage.
We're 46.
Oh, from last night. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sly shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
It's posted in the chat if anyone would like to pull out some opportune moments, timestamps, or some whatnot to kind of.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that happens pretty regularly, so you'd have to be more specific. But yeah, I got you now. I got you.
All right.
About is in danger. I go feral, and I go feral fast.
How did you even get in here, you worthless cretin?
By lying. That's how he got here. And covering it up and pretending that he was a normal human being.
You know what? He sent me a friend request pretty fast the moment he joined.
Okay, yes, this is not relevant right now. I get that you guys are upset.
No. I want more questions. So you know Sly, by your own admission.
Well, I mean, it is a little fucking. It's interesting to know if you've got somebody who's potentially being a predator and how fast they reach out to people. That kind of increases the urgency to keep an eye on, or at least remove him from fucking places.
See, that specific user is 15 years old. That seems to be his demographic, 13 to 15.
Well,
is that the? And I'm not talking shit here. Is that the bulk of the people in the Has-Been Hotels fandom?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a pretty big.
Wait, who's Pepsi Man?
Hi. I can't give you my actual Discord name. You already know it, but I'll give it to you here in a moment.
It's
Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man was one.
But
of
I was on the call the other
me.
night.
Yeah, it's probably one of these 15 people.
Children. And here I was hoping it was the real Pepsi Man. You guys have dashed my hopes quite expertly.
Indeed.
Oh no, I got a shit ton of Pepsi for you if you want it, buddy.
The video that came out.
All right, let's continue.
Oh, I love it. Especially how we got the fucking TV dude that killed me.
Continuing. Instead, value being in a fandom, which, just so you're aware, and this is going to piss other people off in here, holds no real weight or value over the safety of other people. If you were a repentant predator, if you were a person trying to do right after screwing up, you would recuse yourself and you would make amends. Instead, here we catch you in the thick of it, with even more people surrounding you that you can prey on. You care not for yourself nor for anyone else.
If you actually cared about this community you claim to love so much, you would have left the minute you realized what you'd done was wrong. You would have admitted yourself into a medical facility, and you would have gotten treatment, taken libido suppressants, started behavioral therapy, and worked towards undoing the sexual predatory obsession you have with children. That is what people who actually want to get better do. I know, because I've helped people with the same problems you have get better. Actually get better. I've walked them through the process of self-admitting to a hospital. I've walked them through the process of getting behavioral therapy, getting on medication, starting counseling. And I have seen people who've made the same mistakes you do grow to be productive and healthy members of society who work in the medical field, helping other people with the same problems. But you chose to lean in. You chose to deceive and lie and prey on anyone who would listen and give you any kind of comfort. And this is what happens when you refuse to take responsibility for your actions and get better. This right here, this public humiliation, this public execution of your reputation is a direct consequence of your choice to, instead of take responsibility, beg for pity.
I want to go ahead and say, too, that it's not that you've had a couple months to better yourself or are just now discovering these things. Because me and Real met you back in 2016, and a couple months after that, you were exposed for this kind of stuff in our community way back when. And even back then, you told...
What community was that?
That's the Has-Been Hotel fandom.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize it.
Yeah, Has-Been Hotel seemed to be like a pretty new thing at the time, I think.
Okay, I'm just asking to see, because in case this guy's been floating around, it'd be good to let the audience keep their heads up on that.
You would get help. You lied to...
He might be.
Okay.
He might be floating. We don't know.
To our faces and told us you were trying to get help. And as the years progressed, we've caught you lying and...
Does he have like a DA, an FA, any other shit that might still be up? So we can, you know, if there's other places he is or isn't.
There's a couple of stuff. There's a couple of things. Let me grab them for you.
Okay.
Lying and
Doesn't
telling
he have a DA?
people that, oh, I'm gonna get help eventually. Well, when does it become? When do you get help? When are you gonna stop? When are you gonna realize what you're doing is so fucking bad that you're hurting other people? When does the help come? When do you stop lying? That's what I want to know.
Right now, he said straight up in one of his servers he was going to go. He said, "I'm getting therapy for this. I'm getting therapy for this, and it's gonna get better. It's gonna ease out. It's gonna get better, and it'll all be fine."
I heard that 3 years
Have you
ago.
gotten that therapy? Just say that. Have you gotten that therapy?
Have you been
gotten
to
that
therapy?
From 3.
Have you been going to therapy?
Yes.
Is it?
Are you telling the truth at all?
Are you telling the 100% honesty? Have you been going to therapy?
What is the name of the behavioral practice you go to for therapy? Not the name of the therapist, the practice, the building you walk into.
I'm pretty much going to a hospital for this. There's a mental...
Say the name.
What's the name of the hospital? Hospital's got names.
I'll look it up.
I don't...
It's St. Joseph's?
Yes, St. Joseph. St. Joseph Hospital.
Really? St. Joseph was a kid's hospital.
Really?
It's...
That's a Catholic children's hospital. That they don't have a psych ward.
It's ironic because it's a fucking kids hospital.
Yeah, I saw that they were trying to chirp him up there. That's a good catch.
It's actually, you messed it up. It's St. Jude that I'm going to. St. Jude is the place.
St. Jude! St. Jude! St. Jude! What?
You guys, this is not helping.
I'm sorry.
You know, if you're going
sorry,
to...
you can stop, dude.
Hold on. If you're going to lie, at least try not to make it so
Listen up.
obvious.
Listen, I am not lying.
Here's a sequel. Here's more to that. Today, he was caught saying that he is going to a hospital in Riverside, like a Riverside mental health hospital, and was called out on lying because he said last night he was going to St. Jude's.
What did he specifically say he was being treated for, in his words?
He didn't say that he was being treated for anything.
Huh.
He never said he had a formal diagnosis.
Oh shit.
All right.
I messed up on the name, okay? Messing up on the fucking name doesn't mean I lied. I'm going to
St.
St.
Jude
Jude.
isn't a
and
mental hospital, it's a children's cancer facility.
Not true.
Oh my God.
It's that
Yes,
there's
true.
even a different hospital that has a mental therapy place.
Can I pause?
And that's where
Go
I'll just
ahead.
real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why the fuck does he sound like Steve Urkel? Like, holy shit. I just
Thank
remember.
you. Thank you, Mix. That was topical.
I've been going the last.
Hold on,
last,
I can.
like,
I
3
can.
weeks.
I could debunk this without even needing to ask you a name. You know how I can do that?
Google Maps.
No. Because a person who deals with that would tell you to get out of these rooms, you idiot.
That is.
There's no St. Jude Heritage Medical Group campus that has a psychiatric ward in California. I just checked.
Yep. It's all children.
That means you have lied again. So how about you take responsibility, be an adult, and tell the truth? Have you been going to therapy? Yes or no?
No.
I don't think so.
Guys, can I say something?
Sly.
Go ahead, Real. Go
Sly,
ahead.
God damn it, Sly.
Go ahead, Real.
Sly, you're making me fucking cringe.
Stop. You're not helping.
Sly, I just wanna ask you. This has been going on for 3 goddamn years. When's the lying going to end? I was 14 fucking years old and I was looking up to you, man. Just when is it gonna stop?
Doesn't with people like him.
He said he was looking up to him. What does Sly do? Artist?
He was a content event organizer.
Okay, so he's involved in conventions, yeah?
Not conventions, online meetups and stuff. He wasn't even that big of a person, but he was like Toon Critic, very good at making people think that he was more popular and cooler than he actually was.
Is he connected to anybody that needs to be really tipped off? Like maybe
Not anymore. Thanks to Pepsi Man, most of the staff of the actual show knows. Thank you again for that.
I'm a miracle worker.
All right, let's continue.
This isn't my. I've said it multiple times. This isn't my first rodeo. This case is identical to the first predator I ever hunted down in the Brony community, right down to his high and mighty position in the fandom at the start. Do you know who you remind me of, Sly? Zachary Kays. He tried to groom a 14-year-old Filipino girl into coming to America so that he could have sex with her in a hotel. Deceived the entire Brony community into thinking he was this high and mighty god, that he was so entertaining that he could influence people's careers and get them connections to powerful people who could make them very wealthy artists. He manipulated so many children into thinking that he could help make their lives better, and then he threw them away once they had been wasted away by him. The minute he was done playing his games, he tossed people aside. And if I hadn't come along to expose you, you would have probably turned into the same damn bastard that he did. I did, because it means you haven't molested any children yet.
How in the world do you wind up 28 years old and still doing this nonsense? How do you wind up 28 years old and thinking anything that you said to a child is appropriate? At what point did your sense completely leave you?
I don't know, but I know one thing is for a fact. I would never harm anybody in real life.
Dude, you have lied so many... Hold on. Shut up.
Sorry.
You have lied so many times in just the past 25 minutes that I've talked to you. Why in the world would I ever believe you? Why in the world would you believe yourself? You absolute moron. that you think you can sit here and tell anybody like that like it has any sort of bearing or weight. You can't be trusted. If you told me it was raining outside, I'd go out there without a single bit of rain equipment on because it would be sunny, because you're an idiot, and because you lie so often.
Do you want to prove that we're wrong about you?
I do. Because
No, shut up. Here is what you're going to do if you want to prove that you aren't the bastard that everyone in this call thinks you are. You are going to leave this call as soon as I stop talking. You are going to walk to your police station with the pictures that.
This call happened yesterday or today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Okay, has he popped up? Oh, actually, yeah, you said he popped up already.
He's popped up about 6 different times today.
Okay, fantastic. Continuing on.
You have drawn in hand and a full written confession that you have sexually harassed minors, that you have distributed pornography to minors, and that you violated obscenity law. You are going to give a full confession on record, and you are going to self-admit yourself into a hospital for at least 2 weeks while you await trial. Because if you haven't, then the records I'm going to pass to the police will ensure that that happens. If you beat me to the punch and put yourself behind bars and earn the forgiveness of others by making amends, putting yourself through the penitentiary system, serving your dues, and proving that you can accept consequences for your actions, then I will believe that you actually want to change and get better. You are going to do if you actually want to prove to anyone in this call that you are not the monster we say you are. You're still here.
Big surprise. Almost like he just wants attention or something.
I forgot how funny that was. Just a solid minute of silence. You're still here.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's...
And Leo, you can vouch for the fact that he did confess.
Oh, several times.
I mean, barring that, I would, at this point of him saying that he basically was seeking medical help, he definitely would need to do some talking now at this point. I'd like to know why he was telling a room full of people that are accusing him of being a pedophile. Well, why were you getting medical help if that isn't true? I think that's definitely more than enough, but is there really anything more, or is it just more of a roast at this point?
No, it's just more roasting after there.
Alright, we'll give a little bit more. I do like watching Leo work.
Okay, I would like everybody who's in this call, everyone in this call, aside from Patch and Leo, do not, under any circumstances, send anything to Sly.
Yeah.
If I get a single screenshot from Sly, or from anybody connected to Sly, that you have sent him something, and you are in the fan cord, you will be banned. You will be banned permanently. You will be banned from every fan cord that I have access to. Do not send him anything, please. I'm asking you guys nicely because I really don't want to get anybody in trouble.
No, let's up the ante
We're
on
done.
that. If this person gets anything back that any of you message this person, I'm going to be on you.
You don't
Because
want someone like Leo on you.
And trust me, because right now Sly is in an incredibly vulnerable place, and I know we're not happy with him. I understand. But we're done. This is it.
Yeah.
We did everything we came here to do. No more. Got it?
And if anyone tries to pull similar shit to what Sly Fox has, both Hellboy and Monstrous and Loki have been fully trained on how to report and get confessions from people that prey on children.
Yeah.
They know how to handle this. They won't need me next time. They won't need to bring me in. It will not happen again. And if it does, you can bet there's going to be a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
Do we understand, everybody?
Yes.
We are not to say anything to Sly.
Oh yeah, he was pissed off at me during the call. message me, but I didn't say
I
anything.
don't want to hear it from Just Look. I want to hear it from everybody.
Yeah.
I want to
Absolutely
punch
no
you this
intention
damn
of-
face.
I know. Scarlett,
This
did you
is-
set up
this
that?
is
Did you set up that welfare check?
Fucking shit.
Scarlett,
Huh?
did you set up that welfare check?
Or how to, so give me a little bit.
Okay, you
I
should
do
be
have his
able to
number
go to.
though.
If you
Okay,
need his,
yeah,
if you
should
need
just
his
be able to go-
address, if you need his address
you
and
only need-
information, I can send it to you.
I think I have a
you only
copy
need
of
No,
it.
that doesn't show up in the stream, does it?
No.
Okay. I think I could probably include the rest of this as part of the stream. Is there anything we'd like to address, basically, or is a point of interest here, or Pepsi
around there
Leo?
is where Leo and I leave, so there's really nothing of relevance after that.
Okay.
But some updates from today. Last night, after Sly was found in another server trying to trick people into thinking that he had been framed, I got in a call with Monstrous about a welfare check that was set up to because he was threatening suicide during most of yesterday, in order to try to get people to back off, threatening suicide specifically to get me to change the title of the video I put up to say that he's not a creep, which was really interesting. I don't know why he thought anyone but me would have the power to do that. He went to He went to you, Pepsi. He went to the girl who drew my thumbnail. Shout out to Arizona. Basically anyone who would listen.
Crip's very reserved.
Well, I don't want like people to say, "Oh, but he is not a pedophile," even though, you know, he admitted to drawing pornography of Dora the fucking Explorer.
Well, you said he's admitted to going after 13-year-olds online, right?
Yeah.
No, that sums it up
Specifically
right there.
flirting with them in voice calls.
Just for an example.
Yeah, no, he definitely is a pedophile, but I didn't want people to come in the comment section like, but the girls were teenagers, so he's a hebophile. I didn't want any of that stupid shit. So,
Freaking, what exactly was he doing, though, out of curiosity, though? Like,
he was impersonating a character from Has Been Hotel and making aggressive sexual innuendo at this 13-year-old.
Oh,
Ew.
I'm assuming the weird spider character?
Yeah, the fluffy pink spider character who's secretly a prostitute. That one.
I thought he was doing house.
Right?
No, he said he was, he admitted to doing impressions of Angel.
All right, well,
okay.
If I were a parent, I'd be pretty goddamn pissed off at that. Yeah, I feel very comfortable using the word pedophile here. All right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I reached out to his father and left a message, but I don't think that'll do anything because I am the, what is it, Pepsi, 35th person to tell his parents that this is going on? This has been ongoing for about 2 to 3 years so far.
Well,
he's a shit thief.
Yeah, we've covered everything that we needed to for now.
For now, yeah. Just if any of you see Sly Fox in your servers, feel free to reach out to me, and I'm glad to help get him out of there.
Now there was
I'd appreciate if you also,
There's another
please
topic
do
which
that.
we shouldn't muddy in the waters with this one. Are you still down to do the discussion about Vita on Friday?
Yeah, and I talked to him about it, and he's willing to join too. His only stipulation is that we do it on my channel. A full confrontation between me and him on my channel with you there as, I don't know, the host of the games.
Well, I was hoping we could have Leo there, since I can't imagine anyone of the three of us would complain about that if he's around.
Yeah, no. Leo, do you want to be there too?
It depends on what I have in my schedule. I have something else booked for that evening, so we'll have to find out.
I'm free all day, so whenever the three of you are free, feel free to come by and we can duke everything out about my issues with Vita.
I'll be there in spirit.
All right.
Get it.
All right,
All
got
right,
it.
are we going to talk about that other thing that you mentioned before the stream?
Which was?
Isn't it like woot?
Oh, the wootmaster
Yeah,
thing.
you wanted to talk about
Oh yeah,
wootmaster.
no shit. We could absolutely get to that. So
I have a lot to say about wootmaster.
In that case, I'm going to leave the call because this is not my area of expertise.
Thank you for stopping by, Pepsi. Happy to have you.
Oh, hold on, real quick, Pepsi, real quick. I'm drinking a Coke product.
I swear to God, I'm going to shove a can of Pepsi right up your keister.
All right,
Come get it, big
fantastic.
boy.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'm okay.
So to cue everybody in what we're talking about here, and let's put down a timestamp for 50 minutes. I'll make sure to do this in the fucking stream here. 50 minutes, wootmaster. Would you like to start, or should I?
You go ahead and take the lead because I'm kind of in the ether right now.
Yeah, no, I absolutely understand. So basically,
I'll fill in any gaps.
Yeah, wootmaster's whole thing that I've been trying to talk with him, I understand that he seems to like younger characters. I don't particularly care about that whole part, but what sort of bugs me is he's like, this whole group of people are terrible because they hang out with Sheldon and Instepious. Step is like 15. You know, there's plenty of time for him to grow and learn, and quite frankly, he doesn't exactly have a position of power. Or, like, I like listening to Step, but I'm not going to convert to the white ethno state because he's talking. I don't know what magical bullshit you're on. On top of that, like, Sheldon's a 2-time felon and a hunchback. Like, nobody listens to him. he's a drug. Yeah, he might as well be. He might as well be that weirdo sniffing fucking like paint thinner out of a bag. Like, you act like this is also a guy with anything. What? What crazy bullshit?
I've been hanging out with Steph and Sheldon for a little over a year now. And last time I checked, what is it? It's 6:58 p.m. I'm still a fucking SJW. I'm still a leftist. I'm still a commie. Like, nothing has changed.
Same.
Yeah. No.
If y'all think that a 12-year-old with a swastika armband is going to radicalize me, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you.
No, my bigger issue was, now again, unfortunately I wasn't in the call because after Woot came on and they did their debate, I'm an old man, so I went to bed. But apparently he stayed in Barrel for quite some time and treated Weebus like he has no agency at all, talking down to him the entire time, talking about how Step and Sheldon clearly hate him and how they're going to kill him or radicalize him. He accused Sheldon of, within a year's time or so, or somewhere around there, that he's going to go do violence to black people because he hates them. And Sheldon probably won't like the fact that I'm saying this, but it really bothered Sheldon. Like, somebody accusing him of being willing to do violence when Sheldon, out of all the people in Barrel, like, I'm the one more likely to do violence to people than anybody else, and I am by far no white nationalist. So that really bothers Sheldon, because Sheldon, he's been fond of Wootmaster for some time due to the fact that they're both musicians, and Woot not only turning down their previously agreed set at BronyCon that, of course, Sheldon had no chance of getting to begin with, but turning around and treating him like this is just beyond the pale, and I understand Sheldon be upset with that. Again, I am not a fan of any stretch of white nationalism in any way, shape, or form, and I will be debating my points against white nationalism with Sheldon whenever that debate's going to happen. But Woot was approaching it very not in a constructive manner. Whenever I'm debating somebody who has an ideal that I find destructive or terrible, my intention isn't to shout them down. My intention is to get them to see reason and therefore to change their manner of thinking, because I find that more constructive, and I don't think Woot really has that mentality.
Neither do I. He just seems to want to make jokes. Like, I'm all for de-radicalizing fascists. It's part of why, even though I have a lot of resentment for Natalie Wynn, why I still share her content. Because she's very good at de-radicalizing dangerous people. But what Woot just seems to want to do is, like, mock and, like, entertain himself by placing himself above fascists. He doesn't want to do anything productive. And you're welcome to do that. If you want to troll Nazis all day, that's perfectly fine. I see no problem with that. I like to troll Tony Stark fans on Twitter sometimes. I'm not gonna judge.
Well, I think part of the problem is when he went into this tirade about Sheldon, I think it was less to do with actually issues with Sheldon, more to do with the fact that when a show writer says, yeah, the character here is underage, like, you can debate her age, you can believe what you want, but canon-wise, she is young and underage. I think that he kind of lost the ability to defend that point and decided to move the goalpost.
I'm under the impression that I think that basically in Wootmaster's case, he probably looks at what he does without really thinking about it.
You don't say.
Yeah. Again, I don't think that he's a dangerous predator. I do think he spews a bunch of fucking garbage. I can
agree to that.
I'd like to sit him the fuck down.
There are no signs of him being dangerous yet, but I will say I don't approve of his lifestyle.
I think he's a coward. I think he's a gutless wonder.
Oh,
so,
wow.
yeah, once you do something about that, Woot.
Well,
Here's my whole gist where he's like sitting there saying, "Oh, there's no point in trying to change someone's opinion." I'm like, okay, let's put it this way. So your answer to that is to basically go off and argue with someone that you consider to be a dangerous white nationalist as opposed to someone who's half Hispanic. Wouldn't it better suit, like, aren't I more likely to listen to you?
Well, he says he doesn't trust you. Never gave me a reason for it. But when we were setting up the debate, which we still haven't quite set, because it's supposed to be sometime next week, I offered initially, I'm like, hey, you want to do this on Anthony's channel? He's been trying to get you on for a while. His only response was, I don't trust him. And I really don't know why. It doesn't make much sense.
No.
Like, even I trust you, and you once tried to accuse me of, like, criminal fraud. Like, come on. You're not a bad person. You just sometimes make mistakes. Anyone that thinks that you're intentionally being bad, like,
I have
probably
my days.
hasn't talked
I have
to
my
you.
days, but I'm a bit confused.
I mean, yeah,
about,
you've done dickish stuff.
Yeah,
You've
and that's
intentionally been a
I
dick.
told Woot to his face, or at least through Twitter, where I was like, the reason why I respect you, or at least did, was Sheldon, and you came on his show. He showed you respect, and then you showed respect back. That's how it works in the real world, son.
Oof.
Like, yeah, there are assholes who will disrespect you no matter how you behave, but you've never really been one of them.
Yeah, I understand that we get on the wrong side of things, and I'll apologize once again, because originally, and I might have taken more initiative than even fucking was put on me in the first place, but, you know, I do apologize. I fucked up.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
We're well past that.
Well, you know, I've gotten a little nutty about it, so even still, I don't know, it's been one of those things on the
Yeah, man. No, dude. We settled that last year. I have no hatred for you. I have no malice towards you. I'm just glad that we settled everything and moved on.
Okay, that's perfectly fair. Let's see. Just making sure we're still streaming. Yeah.
Seems
so,
like it.
Did anybody have
For
any
me,
questions? Yeah,
it's pretty telling that if he genuinely believes that you are a white supremacist, then, like, is he not confident enough in his leftist ideology to debate you?
I mean, I just think it would be funny if he thinks that Anthony's a white supremacist. That's pretty freaking hilarious.
Yeah, but if you think someone is a white supremacist and you, like, there's nothing wrong with not being confident enough in your ability to argue. There are plenty of people I've talked to who didn't want to debate me because they didn't know how they would do, and that's fine. But at least admit it. Like, if it's because you're worried that you're gonna lose or something, or that you're gonna get, like, humiliated or trolled or something, you can admit that.
I could do one better for Woot here. I had a discussion, or I had a debate I hosted it over on Fan and Frenzy. It's also up on Darkseide's channel, who's, you know, in his own word, he called himself a leftist cluck and pro-Antifa. I showed up dead tired. I can sit there and say that the facts speak for themselves, but in the world of debate, you can say I got my ass kicked. You know, we'll say it. I don't know what Wootmaster thinks. I'd give you a fair shake. I don't need 20 assholes in the damn call. We can go heads up.
He wants to debate in barrel because he thinks that is the key center of all white supremacy within the brownie fandom.
I want him to know that he is a moron. Even outside of that, I want him that to sink in. I want him to know that fucking the left thinks that he's a tool as well.
Oh no, yeah. I've actually talked with him with some of my anti-fascist anarchist buddies about like the shit he's been pulling lately, and he is an even bigger laughingstock than like Cathorix.
That's hard to do.
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised if he believed what Jack Nolan said about horse news.
I thought he was a shitlord for the longest time, just because when he kept talking to Sheldon, he's like, oh, he's probably pro horse news. I thought he even probably followed horse news. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I don't want to go that far. I keep wanting to give him the benefit of the doubt because once upon a time ago, I remember him not being a douchebag. And that goes a long way with me. It takes a long time to me relearn that someone's, not a massive cunt.
And like,
go ahead.
I feel like if Woot tried a little harder to educate himself or like interact with, I don't know, Native American activists or like a lot more queer activists, because he seems to be very much wanting to avoid the opinions of anyone that isn't him. Like, if you listen to people who, know what they're talking about when it comes to, I don't know, the discrimination of Native Americans, the discrimination of queer people, and the disabled, you might be a little bit more competent when you come into these conversations, but lately you just sort of talk out of your own ass.
There's a name that you feel free to tell me to pass. There's a name, I forget, they were the Highlander of some kind of group, I don't know. If you felt comfortable talking about that right now, Patch. Okay, pass, got it.
Wait, I'm just trying to figure out who you're alluding to.
Oh, there's a certain romantic individual on Twitter.
Ah, the pedantic romantic.
I love them, or at least I really liked their content the last time I looked at it, and that shit you said put me on the goddamn floor. Holy crap!
No, like I'll be clear here. Do I know that the shit Pedantic said about trenders and true scum was a joke? Yeah. Does that mean I'm okay with it? Fuck no! Fuck no, baby! Fuck no!
Baby?
Huh? I'm usually way too scared to speak up to the motherfucker, because they always seem so angry, but then again, Twitter makes people seem like way more pissed off than they really are sometimes, so, Yeah, no,
I think the Pedantic Romantic has the potential to be a really good YouTuber. I've seen her videos. I think she's rad, but that was gross.
Okay.
And she should apologize for that whole thing, because that was super fucking fucked up. And she defended it by talking over people's experiences. And it was really shitty, and that's something that I think she needs to address and apologize for. But that's just my opinion. I can't tell her what to do. I can say, like, hey, I think you should do this thing, and she could fucking ignore me because she's got, 50 times my viewer base?
Yeah.
She's gonna listen to me? I'm just some random queer on the internet.
Did they do that in a video, or was that just some Twitter bullshit?
It was stuff on Discord that got leaked.
Oh, okay. You know what? You never know when somebody was drunk or just being really bitchy. Maybe it was said in confidence. And...
No, she was sober. She was just trying to be funny. She just said, no, I did do this. I was trying to be funny, and I'm going to defend it.
Okay. I try, yeah. Sometimes when you're memeing it up with, like, your friends or your fans, sometimes you get... Okay, no, all right, fine. They doubled and tripled down. All right, cool.
Wait.
Have fun.
Hello,
hi,
Bernie Inspector.
Yeah, hi.
Speaking of, being drunk and
yeah, right. Speaking of saying things in calls sometimes. Hey everyone,
he heard
how's
us
it going?
talking about weed before the stream, and his stoner senses were tingling. He's like,
well,
someone mentioned Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, you millennials and your Girl Scout cookies.
It's a good strain.
Back
Fuck
in my
you.
day, sour diesel was considered a good strain. You see?
It's kind of weak sauce now,
Still
honestly.
It's still a good strain.
Sour diesel is
don't
still a
feel
good
it.
strain, yeah.
Oh my god. I am a good Christian boy. I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm going to get you to smoke weed someday.
I got an
Leo.
idea. No,
Oh.
this is how we could get Wootmaster to calm down. Does he smoke of the pot?
Probably.
Well, maybe that's how we could get him to chill out. Well, come on.
If you come on stream, I will
we'll do a little
share
Joe
my
Rogan
staff.
experience prep session.
Well, again,
yeah.
you know, I asked him, hey, is it true that you live in Houston? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, cool. I live in this part of Houston. And he went from after he said, yeah, man, we should hang out. After I said like the area I lived in, and he recognized that I'm not lying. It changed from, I don't want to hang out with you. You do scummy things. I hear you dox people. Like, but he
already knows you live in Houston, motherfucker. You're pretty screwed at that point.
You've doxed each other at that point.
No,
really.
he thinks that he thinks that my doxing is scummy in general. He for some reason is under the impression that I post the information all over the internet when I find it, and I don't. I don't know. He's weird.
Yeah, you keep that shit to yourself, from what I've heard.
Yes, except for yours. I'm going to tell everybody where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only person in our circle that I think has ever actually doxed anybody is Vita. Like dox, like posted it publicly doxed.
Wait, who did you do that to?
Anthony.
Yeah. I didn't know he posted your address on places.
He gave Anthony's phone number to a lot of people, I remember.
I knew he gave it to Sheldon.
No, he's the one who leaked out my phone number, and I remember it was going into.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he gave out my address too, and that's how Kiwi Farms got it.
I don't remember who he gave it to. He offered it to me, but I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with it? Like, I got it anyway, but I just sort of stared at it for a minute, like, am I supposed to call him?
You know, honestly, with Vita having this information, I'm really surprised Anthony hasn't gotten a random text that said send feet pics.
Pardon, Mr. Aguilar, a foot pic, perhaps?
Oh God! No.
Dude, one day I wake up and
Mr. Aguilar, a foot pic, perhaps?
I go into
No, you had to end it with that.
You're giving me you're
Just want to see an FNGRE footy woody.
I will break both of you in half.
I have cancer. I have cancer now. I have to get
Anthony sees a footy woody.
Oh my.
I didn't realize Buttons was back in the call.
Please play on train tracks.
All right, I'm done. I'm finished being. That's enough furry nonsense for now.
God.
I'm going to kill myself.
Please don't.
I take it you've seen that fucking video, right, Patch?
What video?
It's called Huggy Wuggies. Check it out.
Send it to me.
Are you sure? No, I think we
Cash
can look that up. 1 second.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I have that favorited.
Real quick,
why am
Anthony,
I
go
not
ahead.
shocked?
Real quick, Anthony, go ahead and check your messages because I'm a little confused.
I did not ask for this foot
I
pic.
prefer
I'm
not
just trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I'd rather not explain that in stream if someone actually got away with that, so I'll mention that later on.
Okay, because I'm just confused.
All right, so here's a whole idea here. I'm gonna put this up. It's like a 29-second video. If you have any brain cells left, kiss those goodbye, Patch.
Oh
my
God! Watch the SFM one. Watch the SFM.
It's
the best one.
The SFM one.
God's name are you doing? Back off, you crazy bitch!
Please give me huggy wuggies. Ooh woo.
What the fuck are you saying?
Pounces on you.
How could this happen to me? Made my mistakes. Got no
X3. What's this? Oh, whoa. Notices your bulge. Let's have a little look-see here.
I wish I stayed home and played the new Call of Duty. This is so not cash money.
All right, that's enough of that.
Is that cutie pie?
No.
Is that fucking?
I don't know.
God.
No, you know what's funnier about that? Coyote Lovely's like, my headcanon is I guarantee you that the fucking if that's a furry, that was probably a dude. I forgot his explanation. His explanation.
Yeah,
was pretty
it is obviously a dude. If that's a furry, then that's obviously a dude. Yes. Like, it's gonna get worse from there. Trust me. Yes. No. I have to go with them on that one.
I need a lobotomy. I need a
wow,
lobotomy.
It says marry me.
I don't know if you know how
Overloaded.
those yeen boys get at conventions, in the hotel room. It's not. You don't want to. You don't want to know. Yeah.
I'm reading off a super chat. So Overlord of Knives says marry me, brony. Ooh woo.
It's whoa! Oh, come on! How can you?
I'm not ashamed.
Wait,
Young
they
get it
do
right.
a whoa or ooh woo?
Oh whoa, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I should have gone home and played the new Call of Duty.
Yeah,
This is so
anyone
not
who's
catch-
still watching this stream, should have stayed home and played the new Call of Duty.
You should have left as soon as we stopped talking about Sly, honestly, because now we're in the garbage heap.
The after party.
So when is your stream tomorrow, Patch? God be willing.
I hope we should be able to do the thing tomorrow. I'll double check with Vita, see if he's still cool. We can do it on my channel. It'll be fun.
Well,
I'll
no,
bring.
like, around what time? What time?
Anytime you guys are all free at the same time.
Okay, well, narrow it down within like.
Say a number, any number on the clock.
After 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Does that work?
Sure, why not?
Cool.
All right, let's go ahead and hop off. I gotta talk to Anthony about something he sent me.
All
What
right,
I'm very
cool.
confused about.
Time
All
to
right.
guess, everyone.